We are Nerd Cult Online, and this is Monarchy by Brainseal. Now in Monarchy, you play either as a king or a queen, your choice, and essentially it's up to you to build up the land and build up your kingdom in order to essentially protect it from bandits and things like that. Now as you go, you have to pay attention to how much gold you have, because every building you want to build, or weapons that you want to give to your troops, that all costs gold. Now, even in the tutorial, the mechanics were a little bit difficult to understand at first, but once you actually understand most of it, it becomes quite easy as far as to play the game, but to do well, it's still a sharp learning curve. Now, despite some very simple mechanics, the game itself is very difficult. Like I said, it's got a steep learning curve as far as the overall gameplay is concerned. And that being said, though, it's still actually a good deal of fun, even though the mechanics are super simple. And the biggest issue that I had was that once you get to like day 7 or 8, the hordes of enemies really start coming. And so if you don't have enough troops ready to defend yourself for that eventuality, you're going to struggle. And so, you need to make sure that you're anticipating it. And it's going to require a lot of trial and error to figure out exactly how you want to do it. Now, I haven't looked at the achievement list, but I think I have an idea that might help you get to a certain number of days, because I know one of the achievements is for surviving a full moon, but I'm wondering if there is a number of days achievement, because you really don't see enemies showing up until after that tent is put down. And really, since that's you as the king putting that down, maybe don't put it down until you reach that number of days. Maybe that'll keep you safer. Something worth trying. Like I said, I haven't tried it out myself, so I don't know for sure if it's going to work or not. Now, right here, when you're given those two choices, the one on the left, it looked like basically a cart full of potatoes. I thought there was going to be some sort of food to basically feed my people. That's actually gold. So that's you getting more gold coins. And early on, you really should be sending that to get you more troops, so that way you can actually start building more and more archers and to have more people on battlements and stuff as you go, so that way you're able to take care of the siege engines, the troops themselves, and defend everything. And so now the overall gameplay is very reminiscent of Ultra Pixel Survive, which is one that we've played before, and it was actually a good amount of fun. It helped you unlock a lot of different characters as you went in that. This one, so far, from what I can tell, it's just the king and the queen. Now, visually, I think the graphics are actually very well done, very clean, very inviting for the game, and definitely feels like, just on the art style alone, that this could be an all ages title if it wasn't for that learning curve that I mentioned. Now, as you go, you do need to build more buildings, expand your territory, so that means clearing down trees, and again, adding more and more archers as you go. Now, one thing I'm not certain about is if at some point do you get other types of troops that will actually help defend, and if so, what's the quickest way of getting them set up, so that way you can actually have access to them? Because I have yet to survive long enough building in the process that I normally do to be able to actually discover any other troop types. So far, I've been able to get farmers, I've been able to get people to man the catapults and the archers themselves, as well as the builder, but that's really the extent of it. The art itself is very reminiscent of Scribblenauts. I feel like the art style is very similar to that. That general, cutesy look without like an overabundance of detail, but just very vibrant and inviting to the player. Honestly, it's even the same for the bad guys. Even though they're all in black, it's still an overall inviting appearance or inviting atmosphere for the game as a whole. Overall, I thought the game was quite a bit of fun, very cute, very adorable, and definitely something I could actually get into, play for a while, and actually still have my kids around and be able to enjoy it with me. So this is one of the few games that I think is definitely worth its price point for sure.